In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how you can get your message in front of your perfect target customer. How would you like to legally steal customers from your competitors? Imagine having a surveillance system so advanced that it captures your competitors' customers and advertises your business to them. You see, everywhere people go, whether it's retail or restaurants or even new car shopping, one thing they all have in common is they have their mobile phone with them. And what we can do is when we know where they are at, we can predetermine how to drop a pin drop right on their phone. And when we do that, we literally drop pin drops not only on them, but everyone who goes to that targeted area. And it's an area that we specify in advance, whether it's your competitors or some area that you know where they may be going. See, it's like if you've ever watched the movie Top Gun, it's like having missile lock. What you can do is actually pinpoint and send a targeted message directly to the phones of any of your competitors' customers who visit their premise. This is what banner ads look like and how they would show up on their phone, simply because they visited their competitors or an area where they may know where they go beforehand. So let's look at the example of Northampton Wines. Now this is a very nice restaurant. It's in Greenville, South Carolina. They have a great wine list, they have a great food, and they have a great ambiance. The only problem is they're located way over here on the outskirts of downtown Greenville, so a lot of people don't know that they exist. And in fact, most of the restaurants in downtown Greenville are over along Main Street and by the Reedy River. So how do we get the customers from these high-end restaurants to come over to try Northampton wine? Well, what we do is we know that every time someone goes into a restaurant, typically they're going to have their phone with them. And this is an example of a picture from the Lazy Goats page on Google, which actually shows someone in the restaurant with a phone. And then all we do, since it's there, we're able to then send them ads for Northampton wines to their phone, and not only that, but also to their tablets and their computer, even their work computers. Now, then by doing that, we're able to bring people from the Lazy Goat, from Sobeys, from Larkins on the River, and from Rick Irwin's, and bring all of them to Northampton wine, simply because we were able to target them at the competitor's location. So this is how Geo Conquesting works. We have geo-targeting. It's a technology used to trigger when a mobile phone enters a designated location. And what we do is we grab an ID off of it, similar to any type of electronic device that has a MAC address. In this case, it's the advertising ID on the customer's phone. And the fact is that every iPhone and Android phone has an advertising ID on it. And when they enter the area, we're able to grab that ID because we have agreements with over 180,000 applications on both Android Play and the Apple Store to allow us to get the advertising ID using their apps. And then we can cross-target the retargeting by sending it not only to their phone, but also to their desktops, their laptops, their tablets, simply because they have apps that connect on both devices. See, we use geo-conquesting and hypermobile. Hypermobile allows us to send ads to them while they're there at the competitor's location, and then geo-conquesting allows us to continue to follow them after they leave for a set period of time, whatever you decide, whether it's 30, 60, 90 days, or forever. So let's look at this beast of a system, and what it actually does is collect those advertiser IDs from the phones within that geo-targeted area. This is the typical retargeting cycle. You'd have to visit someone's website in order for them to be able to retarget you. Well, now what we do is, because you visit a location, we're able to grab the advertising ID from the phone and send you an ad from anybody that we want to. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to move them from the competitor and bring them straight to our customer's location, thus the term geo-conquesting. We also have intelligent retargeting, as I mentioned, being able to put the ads not only on their phone, but on all of their devices. Now, let's look at this for pinpoint accuracy for data gathering. Let's say that you're in the used car business and you want to target Greenville used cars. Well, it wouldn't do you a lot of good to target Toyota or Lexus or Jaguar, because people that are going there probably are not the right target. So used to be, whenever you would do this target, it had to be a huge target, and you would be getting not only the people that went to these other car dealers, but everybody that visited Olive Garden, Burger King, and anybody that was in that area. But with our pinpoint accuracy, we can exclude areas and only specifically get down as small as a 5-meter circle, which is about a 15-foot circle. We can get that tight with the targeting, so you get just who you want and exclude the people that you don't want. Well, let's say you have a personal injury attorney. Instead of targeting competitors, you can target the emergency room of a hospital. And by doing that, you can then start showing ads to people who have been injured about your personal injury attorney. And we also have robust real-time reporting. The reporting shows exactly what's going on with the customer, how many impressions they have, how many conversions, and we're able to track a conversion by actually capturing the data from the phone whenever they come to your customer's location. How is that for proof of performance? And our online media platform places rich digital advertisements on the world's most recognized networks like ESPN, People, Facebook, Forbes, Rolling Stone, Food Network, CNN, and hundreds of others. And we also are connected to the largest retargeting networks on the planet for maximum ad exposure for your clients. So it's not just one retargeting group, it's dozens of retargeters that we're actually able to utilize to get maximum ad exposure. We also have case studies, personal injury attorneys, auto dealers, casino case study, gyms, you name it. If you think back to where we talked about the restaurants, imagine being able to use a look-back window, kind of like a rearview window on a car, and look at any location that you want to be able to target people that have been there. So instead of just target a few places, you can target all the restaurants around that area. If you've been thinking about this, now is the time to take action. Get started, click the button, and we'll see you on the other side.